they come. Good morning. Good morning, honey. How are you today?
Good.
Good. Good morning, sunshine. How are you? Good. She's in there, honey. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Good. Good. Hi, sunshine. Have a good day. Be good. Bye. You too, honey. Morning. Morning, pal. Hey, buddy, real. Good morning. Good morning. Have a great day. Have a great day. Well. Where were you yesterday? Were you sick? No. Oh, that's right. How'd that go? Good morning. How are you, buddy? Good.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Hey, sunshine. How are you? Hey, buddy. Good morning. Good morning, sunshine.
Shut up, Caleb. I'm out.
Hello. Hello.
There's up there.
See if it's sitting over there, because sometimes we move it when you're gone so it doesn't get knocked over. Well, Ricardo need his computer for your class. Not today.
I'm going to have it. He's going to lose it. So I'm going to keep him on. He was really nice.
Okay. Hey, you need to step away when you're in class. Okay? Keep learning your stuff. So we'll talk about it. Do you need to get your folder? All right. Have a good day. It's okay. But good morning. Good morning, honey.
Police beware.
Good morning. Good morning, honey. How are you?
Okay? It's not all is lost. You did it once.
Good morning, sunshine. Did you find it, Amy? Good morning, honey.
My computer.
You don't need it today, so you're okay. Good morning, honey.
That's one thing I hate about those big
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, bud. How are you?
Good.
Good. Talking to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Like what? This one's gonna be so mad at me.
Why?
Because I didn't do my essay.
Uh-oh. Well, I'll have to get that done, darling. Make a good day today. Sorry. Hi again. Hey, hurry and be here by the time the bell rings, buddy. Oh, here comes trouble. Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Jules. Good morning, honey. Come on, Ricardo. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Okay. I will.
My hair's out.
You have me wave.
Okay, there's your bell. Okay, you have 30 seconds to take your voice down, finish your conversations, and get ready for your day. You have 30, 29.
Good morning, Prairie Middle School Collegiate staff. Today, April 10th, 2015. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Up, up, up.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our leader will be after school today in room 10. It is time to order your middle school yearbook. If you are interested, please bring $10 to the middle school office and you will reserve your yearbook. The transfer check for April is caring. The active displaying kindness and being good for others. Care for your family, friends, and especially yourself.
Today's lunch is chicken drumsticks and ranch mashed potatoes, hamburger report, cold pork on bun, and pizza cruncher shake.
Have a great day.
Nice. Okay, I always forget about announcements. Okay, now you have 29. Your voices are all the way off, so we can take attendance, please, okay? 28. 27. Your voices are off in 26. 25. 24. 23. Your voices are off in 22. 21. 20. 19. Good, honey. 18. 17. 16. You're doing a great job. 15. Good morning, honey. 14. I think I lost my place. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Honey, can you take one and pass it down for me? 2. 1. And 0. Okay, my attendance person is absent, so I'm going to ask Sergio, would you please take attendance, please? Honey? Amazing. Good. Go, buddy. Nice and loud for us, okay, darling? Good job.
Sandra, Baker, Sarah, Daniela,
Your voices are off during attendance, please.
Peyton, Triana, Brad here, Dylan,
Here.
Addison, Martine, Alia, Josephat, here, Kevin, here, Sejal, here, Isaiah, the boy, here, Brandon, here, Lisa,
Here.
Nancy, Jennifer, Paul, Adriana, here,
Isaiah, what are you doing right now? What are you supposed to be doing right now? Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, we're going to set our timer. Whoever our timer is today, then that would be Sejal. Please set the timer for 2 minutes. Make sure you're ready for class. By the time that timer goes off, what, honey?
Why are we recording?
I'll tell you in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Okay, because you're awesome, that's why. All right. You know what you're supposed to have on your desk today? Remember, I'm not reminding you because you need to know for next year, so make sure you're ready for today. Sweetheart, what do you need? Are you ready for your day?
What?
Are you ready for your day? No. Let's make sure that happens. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, Addie. Good morning. Thank you, honey, for doing your job. Good job getting ready. Nice. Okay, you're still not doing what you're supposed to be doing, so when that timer goes off, if I see that's still not the case, then you're going to have a punch in your cash. What are you supposed to be doing right now, honey?
Would you play reading for 30 minutes for your first class?
Yeah. Okay, today, yes. Thank you, buddy. Honey, just go down and go off of it down here. Sign out and go back in, okay? Okay, ready? Time out? Time out? I'll wait for that to happen. Time out? I know, first period's rough. I get it. Time out. Good job. Please shut your computer lids and stack up everything you're working on. I'm by Mr. Uwez this morning. Please be ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Kevin, honey, just leave yours up so it can update. Leave it open, honey. Leave it open, buddy. Can you open his computer for me? We need to update it, buddy. I know, it's morning time. Okay. Good morning, Shamazings. Good morning. You guys did a great job coming in here this morning. Thank you very much. We're going to be doing something a little different this morning. Some of you are asking why that we're being recorded today. Well, that's because what we're trying to do today is record the class, and then when we're done, we're going to look at it and see how I can improve being a teacher, how I can help you learn more. So I'm going to watch it and go, maybe I could do that a little differently next time, right? So that, for me, don't let that inhibit you at all, okay? You're just going to do what you always do, and that's always be the hard workers that you are, okay? I'm always proud of you in this room. You can smile pretty. Let's get it out of your system now and say good morning to the camera. Good morning. Okay? Nice. Because I know somebody already saw it this morning from my advisory when they were getting their computers. They walk right up there and like their face was right there. Like good morning to you, right? That's awesome. So let's try not to get over there and trip over it or anything. I don't want you to get hurt, okay? All right, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to go right into good news. We have a timer set for 2 minutes. We have our name sticks ready to go. You ready? Thank you. We got to be ready with our job. So I'll go from the crowd while you're doing that, okay? From the crowd, somebody has some good news today. Dylan, what do you have, honey? Put your hands down while he's talking, and you get to stand up, please.
Just gotta go to my grandma's house, and I finally got Undertale on the Switch. I mean, beat Undertale on the Switch.
And what does that mean?
It's a game I completed.
Oh, nice. So is it challenging? Was it hard for you to get there? Sort of. But you like that? But you like playing it?
Yeah.
Good for you. Give them a round of applause. Okay. Now we'll go from Miss Yanira. She's got the bucket. She's in charge. From the crowd. What do we have from the crowd?
Yesterday was my baby cousin Syra's birthday, and I kind of realized that. And yes, we had lots of cake, and I got new shoes.
Oh, yay. New shoes are awesome. Let me see. Oh, those are pretty. So when did you get them?
Like a week ago.
Excuse me. A week ago? So is this your first time wearing them?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, be careful with the in between the toes. Sometimes they can get sore at first, right? Enjoy. Give her a round of applause. There you go, darling.
Me?
Pass. Getting better?
Yeah.
Okay. Give her a round of applause. Okay. Teachers, do you have any good news today? Yes, ma'am.
It's my mom's birthday.
Today's your mom's birthday. How old is your mom?
61.
Oh, wish her a happy birthday. Are you going to celebrate with her?
Yes, we're going to dinner.
Excuse me. Is she in town?
She lives 2 blocks away.
Nice. Well, happy birthday to your mom. Give her a round of applause. Miss Oriana, do you have good news?
Yeah, I'm going this semester.
You're going where?
I'm done with this semester for class and I'm so happy. I get to have 10 days without doing anything.
And you got through your math class, didn't you?
Yes.
And I knew you would. Give her a round of applause.
We just had a really good night. It was so nice outside and fun to be able to play outside. And I made a nice, yummy dinner, and we just had a really good night.
It was just a nice evening to be with the family.
I made teriyaki chicken in my Instant Pot. So it was good.
And she didn't call me. Oh. Give her a round of applause. Okay. Remember, you're quiet when somebody's sharing their good news. My good news today is last night I called my son to talk to him, and a little voice answered instead of my son, which is my granddaughter. She's like, "Hi, Nana." And that always makes me happy to be able to hear a little voice. So that's my good news today. Give me a round of applause. All right. Nice job today, guys, with sharing your good news. This is what we're going to do today. We're going to continue to move right into our schedule, our day. You did a beautiful job yesterday. In fact, you led the whole day. Everybody got 10s yesterday. You started it out. Everybody finished strong. So let's see what we can do with our day today, right? Nobody's perfect, but that was an amazing day yesterday. Everybody got it done in every class period. So yay, that always makes me happy to see you guys succeed, because that's up to you, right? Our contract, the word we're going to focus on in our contract today, our social contract, is these are the promises you made when you started the school year, that you promised to be these things. Today we're going to focus on safe, because we're starting to get into small groups and we're starting to do things that might feel a little risky to us, like reading and answering questions in a smaller group, being with another teacher that you're not used to. That's okay. And this is the place it can happen, and we're going to work on that so that everybody feels good about what they're doing today, by using kind words, by being patient with each other, like those things we talked about yesterday, okay? Give yourselves a round of applause. All right, and we'll move on. I know you'll do great. Our content objective is to work on the theme of a story and finding details in that to support your theme, and also finding evidence in the text by using the formal format of doing that, and eventually writing a summary of the story that we're reading right now. How we're doing that is we're gonna be able to identify that theme of where the red fern grows by the time we're done. We're gonna be able to provide evidence to support it, and we're gonna be able to write a summary that's based on facts, not our opinion, of the story when we're all finished. Those are our content objectives, and that's how we're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna move right along today. Here's our reading groups. Yesterday was our first day, our first experiment, and I couldn't have asked for a better situation. And you guys are always so cooperative and patient with each other, so let's do it again today, okay? I'm just gonna review a little bit of what I expect of you. You've already heard it, but it doesn't ever hurt to hear it again, okay? I know you guys get into this routine and I won't have to repeat it ever. Okay, first of all, I'm talking, so please do not move around, because that means if you're moving, you might not hear what I'm saying. So let's focus and stay with Miss McDonald for a couple of minutes, okay? Now these are our groups. This is Miss McDonald and Mrs. Collar's group. We're going to stay here in this room over here. Please sit in the same spot you sat yesterday, okay? Mrs. Collar and I are going to change roles today. I'm going to read today, and she's going to monitor the room and help you out with other things that you need. This is Mrs. Soriano and Mrs. Brewer, although I have Mrs. Collar's name up there. That's my bad. Okay, so it's okay. We all make mistakes, and I'm not afraid to tell you when I make a mistake. So you can say, that is not Mrs. Collar, that is Mrs. Brewer. Okay, so you guys are going to go into the other room and do what you did yesterday. Some of you are going to read to each other. Some of you are going to read to yourself, and be really respectful while you do that. Now I'm also going to remind you, and I didn't talk about this yesterday, you're in somebody else's classroom. Please be respectful of that. When you leave it, make sure you leave it the way you found it. Chairs pushed in, nothing left on the floor, your things are not left behind. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to use that room anymore. We're going to the living skills room, aren't we? I have another class going to across the hall, sorry. Okay, so we're going to send the timer with the group. And who has a timer today? Okay, so do you leave the room, don't you? Okay, so when you get there, you're going to set it for 20 minutes. And you guys are going to read chapters 1 through 7. You'll have support to help you. If you have questions, words you don't understand, or if they might pause and ask you a question here and there, that's okay too, right? when that timer goes off, you're just going to very quietly come back in here. If we're not finished yet, you're just going to sit quietly wherever you can find an open seat and wait for us to wrap it up. How many of you heard that? Nice. Okay, because I have 100% confidence that you can do this. All right? Are there questions before we get going with our day today? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Why are the people that read out loud and the people that have to wait for themselves in the same room have to be kind of...
Because we're experimenting, and I think there's only 2 people reading out loud in your group. Is that true, or are there more?
Yesterday they just kind of read it themselves.
Okay, whatever they do is okay with me if they choose to do that. Sweetheart, we're just experimenting with that. If it doesn't work, we're going to split you off. But Mrs. Soriano gets pulled out of the room a lot, so we want to be able to have a teacher with you in case you need something. So that's why we have you together for right now. You're 2 separate groups, but Mrs. Soriano has a very important job that she gets pulled away for now and then, okay? Does that help? Okay.
And I want you guys to bring your cash with you, because if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing in there, we will be taking punches.
Yeah, and remember, they're the teachers. They're the boss, applesauce. Okay, so let's see how quietly and appropriately you can... Are there any more questions? Okay, we're going to, as soon as you get in there, honey, set the timer for 20 minutes for me. Take your book, your library pocket, your great attitude, nothing else, and go on into the living skills room and do your thing, okay? Okay, sweetheart, you can just, Mr. Dillon, you can just keep reading, okay? And we'll find you a seat, sir. Very well done. Can I trade your book out, please? Can I have you have this one?
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. Wonderful. You should have one.